digestible information as well. The last thing that I'd recommend checking for tonight is if you had put in that level 8 ability addition or feat, which would be on like under class uh, in your like manage your character or your character builder.
That would be class features.
Yeah, and then down toward the bottom, ability score improvement, 8th level. I don't think that you get anything at 9th level, so it's probably right there at the bottom. And then you would
For
pick
some
whether you
reason, it
want,
says 4th level.
and then there's none down at the bottom.
Available at higher levels, 9. It says when you reach 4th level and again at 8th, 12th, 16th in the ability score improvement, increase 1.
Yeah, I have 2 of them. I have one at 4th level, and then farther down, I have one at 8th level.
Oh, there it is. Feet, telepathic, got it. And then, oh, geez.
Yeah, and telepathic gives you +1 in like intelligence or maybe wisdom. And you could do that to pump your wisdom to 18, which would be great for your spells.
I do have that there.
And then
Yeah,
like
my wisdom total is 18 right now.
cool. And then if you wanted to use the one at level 8 to pump up your strength to 16 or 8 or 17 or 18, whatever you kind of can, that'll mean that your melee attacks are more likely to hit. And they'll do more damage. And then actually the other thing I was going to ask you about is you picked blind fight as your combat style.
Oh, yeah. I should probably just not.
We haven't used it yet, and again, I do think that the Dragon Slayer is an area where it could come up if he doesn't have it lit at all. But something that you're going to use all the time, like you're using a battle axe and you're using it with 2 hands, I think, right? Because you don't have a shield.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the other thing that you could, if you decided you wanted to use a shield, then you could do dueling. And
Yeah.
like it says
Plus
that
2
your
bonus
hand,
to damage.
yeah, it says that your hand needs to be empty, but having a shield in your hand doesn't count as a weapon. So, and that what is dueling +2 to your attack rolls or your damage rolls?
Damage.
Yeah. So when you do
I was
hit,
in
you'll
that
do a
game.
little bit of extra damage. Are we streaming? Is that what's going on,
We're
Bill?
streaming. We're streaming.
Oh,
People
snap.
are asking me questions. I think because I'm running an extra monitor off my laptop, the stream, my animations look choppy. Let me see if I can make it a little easier.
Hold on a second, guys.
I don't know how to make it. Maybe I can change the resolution.
All right.
Is it any better?
We're gonna have
No,
Matt and
maybe.
hey there, Bill. There's an ad on your stream.
Wait, what? There's an
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
ad on
watching
my
an
stream?
ad right now. There's a dog. There's a woman talking to a dog.
I did not okay an ad on my stream.
Yeah, right. You're just cleaning up off of this D&D game we all know.
Oh, everybody's camera is glitchy? That's no good.
Oh yeah, mine is even a little too, huh? Well, just a little bit.
Is my camera glitchy?
Move around a little bit, and I'll let you know. Yeah, yours is a little bit too.
Ugh, that seems like a Discord thing.
It's probably a Twitch thing, actually.
How's the audio though, folks? Would you describe our voices as sultry?
Please don't. Everyone's supposed to be here. Everyone's supposed to be here right now.
Even the ones who we don't know where they are?
That's not true. Jana texted me and said, I am running a few minutes late. Let me see if I can adjust the stream settings. Audio is smooth as butter. I like it.
Thanks, PA17. I don't know if I'm seeing all the. Oh no, I am seeing all the text. Never mind. What a good opportunity to get the
The
game host
Magneto idle animation from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That is a deep cut.
cut.
I can't change my stream quality settings midstream.
Oh, good. Do you want to dabble face first into restarting the stream?
No. I mean, I'd rather not. That's weird, though, that I can't change it midstream. Hey, good job writing 1,200 plus words yesterday. I'm a fan of that in every way. Who would like to do a recap of last week's session? What did we do last week?
I was not here.
Well, okay. Let's start with the beginning, which already did a bad job with the notes. Two of our party got disappeared. So Owen and Gelidus, as we were walking to the fortress to interrogate the Draconian, the Aurochs specifically, they vanished in a flash of light. And Kiggy fell to the ground, like knocked unconscious, basically. And we could kind of hear, or one or two of us could still kind of hear their voices floating away. It sounded like almost like they were still there, but not still there. But it didn't look like they were invisible because I skillfully threw a handful of dirt and didn't land on anything invisible.
No, it landed on me.
Yeah.
Literally threw dirt in my face.
I threw that dirt exactly the way that I wanted to.
Oh, I know.
There was zero flaws in my athletics roll. Then we did go into the fortress, and we had a very just a pleasant exchange with the Draconian. The interrogation, my persuade roll didn't go as well as I had hoped it would, but I'm nothing if not a sweaty tryhard. To use the collegiate vernacular. We were able to negotiate with the Draconian, whose name is Megalodrin, where he gave us access to a map of Rhymeroth's lair, as well as pointing out where the lair is. And he gave us a little bit of information about the woman running the breeding program. She's usually covered up with a cloak. Megalodrin had never really seen her face. She's paranoid, and again, she runs the breeding program. There are 3 breeding dragons, is what Megalodrin had said. He didn't mention any traps. He had said that the escape passage is really narrow. Like, he was convinced that it was just basically like a chimney, and it's not. There's no way that anything could get in or out that way. We In exchange for all that information, Megalodrin was granted his freedom, and he expressed interest in maybe leaving Kryn with us, when we leave. He did say that if he tried to go back to Rhymeroth, Rhymeroth would just kill him for his failure, and I tend to believe that. So, we're going to give him a chance to reinvent his life in a more positive way. We checked in with let's see, where did we start? We went to the dwarves as a part of the interrogation process because they actually had found the map and they gave it to us. And then one of the dwarves is likely going to stay and help.
Two of them, the father and
two of them-
daughter.
The father and the daughter are likely going to stay and help the Minotaur, whose name always escapes me, Becky, to run the bar or tavern inn. Since Reed has passed away as a part of the battle. Zerwin had a lovely, poignant moment with Becky where he tried, very efficiently steered Becky in the right direction, despite Becky's understandable morose attitude about the world at the moment. The cousins are going to go back to Thorbarden pretty quickly. We then went and talked to the Ursins, and one of them, who's Erba, nobody correct me, said
That sounds right.
she had
It's Abra.
Abra.
It's
So that
Ibra. Ibra. It's Eibra, pronounced Ibra.
I got the B and the R backwards. Otherwise, flawless. And that's only 2/5 of the letters, guys. So really, that's a passing grade. Ibra has had a vision of the Radiant Citadel / Concord Jewel leaking, and there might have also been a dragon and a demon and an old woman she'd never met and a weird rainbow color music thing. There might also have been a cat. There was definitely a giant toad and maybe a lizard thing. So Ibra is going to come back to the Radiant Citadel with us because one of the things that her vision told her is that she needs to come with us. So it's going to be a packed house on that Stargate back to the Radiant Citadel. And then after that, we went and met with Alzior. He is getting fixed up at the moment because he was very badly injured in the fall. But he came to and revealed that he had flown off because 4/7 had called to him from the mountains, an old dragon's lair. And when he went there, they basically realized that she is his mother. And that's how they ended up getting together to grab a dragon lance and to get a dragon lance and come spear a red dragon. And with Alzior's help, we realized that 4/7, while she's dead, she's in some sort of stasis. It seems like very potent magic, like Kigi can't really even recognize it. And that's essentially where we left off. I did a really rough job keeping the notes. I'm glad I can remember so much.
Yeah, and
humble brag.
we need. So Alzior was very badly damaged, like his leg was completely crushed, and we're hoping we can get him healed because one of the things that Megalodin told us was that the Aurochs or the which one's Sly? Seavax, call the cave the Eagle because they fly. They can fly and can see the overhang. So we're hoping
it looks like an eagle's beak.
Yeah, hopefully he can help us locate this place if we can get him healthy.
Is this something I can't heal with magic?
You're not there.
Here.
So.
Oh, right. Sorry. I mean,
yeah.
In theory, when I am there.
Probably.
It would have been great to have had anybody with divine magic around to try to take a look at it.
So
you're all divine to me.
Thanks.
Yeah, there it is.
It's not magical.
Two things right now. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share a screen with everybody.
Oh, no.
Because what we haven't done is take just a second to admire
Oh, nice.
the featured art for the week that was put in Discord. This is by the user Hannah, who made this by hand. I actually watched this being made to some extent.
Only
which I think
one
is-
hand?
Yeah.
Some sort of lily.
It's a hand grenade. I can't believe you can't see it. It's clearly a hand grenade.
It's really impressive.
It really is. It is. All right, so I'm trying to feature art that appears in Discord every week.
It's
And
hard to
this
get
one's-
watercolors to have those kinds of edges.
Yeah, it is. It's true. All right, so there's that. And the other thing I need to know is from the viewers if it's too glitchy, strange, hitchy for everybody, I can try restarting the stream. We're only 15 minutes in. But I don't know. Like, is it bearable, the stream, or is it like really gnarly?
It's noticeable. I'm not listening to the stream, so, but it's a little annoying for sure.
Glitchy in what way?
I guess it's
Uh,
hitching.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
it's almost like if you have VSync turned off.
I wonder if this has something to do with the monitor I'm using.
PA17 says it builds character.
Well, that's nice. I just don't want it to be like people being miserable watching it. Although I know half the people just listen to it like a podcast.
Hmm.
Well, if they're miserable, they can join the fucking club. Just kidding. If it's fixable, we should fix it.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is to try to restart the stream. I don't know what else I can do. Like, I can't. Oh, I can check the refresh rate is 144 hertz. I can
Yeah.
lower the refresh rate.
Streaming's all about
PA17
how fast your computer is and what your how much RAMs and stuff like that. It's not really got anything to do with your screen settings.
PA17 says the chat is frozen. I think that it may be on the left-hand side. The Discord chat, maybe. That's my guess, because it just is showing the same two comments. PA17, the real Zorus says no. This is going to be my new job.
Say, Zoris, can you nominate one of us to stream? I don't know how Twitch works.
Yeah, don't nominate me.
Not it.
Why I wanted to. So I'm not at home right now.
Bill, we can't hear you.
You can't hear me at all.
I think he's talking to the stream. Maybe not.
He's talking to himself now.
I'm not at home, so everything is more challenging when you're not at home. All right, here's what I'm going to try to do.
Almost where the heart is, Bill.
Yep.
Yeah, just open up your heart and that'll
Bleed
work.
all over the floor.
I'm glad somebody else said it.
Unfortunately, that just made me think of Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
Laundry day.
So it looks like
See you there.
you can allow other streamers to stream on your channel, but they have to have a Twitch account.
Who has one of those?
I do not.
I do.
I think I might, but I don't know how to stream. given that I'm logged in and talking in chat, I guess that suggests I might have a Twitch account.
All right. I'm gonna work on shutting a
And
few things down here and see if it gets any better. Okay.
I
Give
cannot
me 2 minutes.
wait to find out what
Bill,
happened
just
to Galidus.
put more RAM in your laptop.
That sounds hot.
Turning the porn off helps too.
Oh, that sounds less hot.
Zake, am I forgetting anything that we did last week?
I don't think so. So we didn't talk to the Black Locust Eaters, and we did not talk to
The free people.
free people.
Lorth? Jorth.
Jorth.
Right, because
But
they
not-
lost Belgian, right?
Belga,
Yes.
yeah. We didn't talk to them, but like I said, the cousins are all going home except for the two, which you covered.
Do you remember the name of the leader of the BLE? It begins with an A.
No.
Too many A's. I think I wrote it in the.
Excuse me?
Yeah, Reed did have a will, and Becky and the dwarves were going to figure that out. I think that was it.
All right, is that any better?
Hard drill.
All right. We're gonna have to make do with what we have now, and I'm missing a bunch of stuff already. It's not getting any better, and I don't even have Owlbear Rodeo open. I don't have my maps up. It's just we're working with what we got here. This is part of the reason why I was pondering driving back to home tonight to get this done, but we'll make it work. All right, so the last thing that happened was Ezra and Dirk and Jana and Zerwin were in the barracks, right, with 4-7's corpse and Alcior, who had been up trying to do a lot of things and clearly was pushing his body past the limits of where it ought to be. That's behind the palace. There is a blinding flash of light, the kind of, a pitch black room and then someone puts a camera strobe light on, that kind of like all encompassing, white hot blindness. And then you have in your midst a Gelidus and an Owen again.
I cast Detect Portal.
Hey, what the fuck, guys? You can't just keep doing that.
Doing what?
It wasn't even us this time.
Do you have anything that you could explain to us rather than us just acting like this is normal?
Oh no, it's completely not normal.
Were you
We
two
were in
together?
Yeah, we were together and we fought this door that had 3 heads.
A three-headed door.
won.
I'm sorry, you fought a door.
We did. It was a battle that raged for paragraphs.
To
be fair, guys, I've lost more than one battle to a door, so
we weren't drunk in our own defense.
That tracks.
Let me sing you the song of my people.
No, we had to get 3 disparate people to agree, and also we have to help them. They were actual people in the real world, but stuck in a sort of dream state, I think. We have to help them.
Oh, no, this is
different.
This is different than my
Yes,
door, right?
there were 3 heads on the door, and one was a Pinnacus.
The Elf King, your friend?
The Elf King, your friend.
Dirk's friend, specifically.
Oh, that douchebag.
Yes. He remembered you, I think. Then there's a a giant who is being hurt by Rhymeroth right now. We have to try to save him. He's very sweet. He's very hungry and very sad.
Not the
And-
ogre. He's a giant.
I think he was a giant, right, Bill?
There is a scream in the room, and 4-7 sits bolt upright.
Also, we found her.
Oh God! Hey,
We brought her back.
heard that?
It was so emotional that Jenna had to leave the room.
Yep.
What's Alzior doing now?
I'm gonna kneel down in front of her and be like, "You're back. It's okay. You're home."
Alzior was
Back,
sleeping,
she's home.
Oh, he was sleeping. Okay.
but he's now awoken, and he's like fallen off of his cot and like hobble crawling towards 4-7.
I'm gonna go help him.
Yeah, you
Uh,
should
there-
not hobble cry
He
at a time like this.
he like without looking like accepts your help and then just like runs over and like bear hugs 4-7, and 4-7 hugs him back, and they're just sobbing in each other's arms.
Should we give them a minute?
I think that's all right.
I have so many questions.
She was lost in a place and forgot her name. We managed to bring her back. She knew that she needed. Well, she saw no point in coming home at first, and we had to convince her otherwise.
Do either of you have any idea who teleported you or where?
The gods.
Yeah.
Gods?
You know that.
Yeah.
Was it the same gods that you guys met in the cave?
Was it Paladin? And I don't remember the name of the other one.
Yes, it was the same gods. It's Paladin and his brother.
Yeah, I have it written down somewhere. It doesn't matter.
Wait, the mountain gods teleported you to a 3-headed door and you got 4-7?
Yes.
Well, they kind of teleported us and then said that in order to save 4-7, we had to go find her, and then we had to convince the doors to allow us to get back.
Was it Gillian?
Yes, Gillian.
Okay. Were you able to get any clarity of, was her spirit gone because she had died? Is that what happened?
Kind of, from my understanding. But so what we need to do is it's not Rhymeroth that we need to take care of. It's Takesis, the Queen of Darkness. She's behind Rhymeroth and has made
Yes.
pacts with the devils.
Isn't
this is
there
bigger.
anybody else who we could call? If we got to do we got to go behind the dragon. We got to go up from the dragon.
Yes, it only gets worse
Oh
from
God!
here. But together, we will defeat all foes that stand before us.
Do we think that?
Do none of you know anybody who's more qualified?
I have thoughts on that. I just wanted to.
I
try
have
to
very
really,
few friends.
I wanted to
They're
finish.
all in this room.
Wanted to finish sharing everything. So Takesis, is there any chance that she's the woman who's running the breeding program with Rhymeroth?
Probably. She's probably behind it.
And is she's a dragon goddess?
Yes, she's the,
All right.
the evil dragons.
Let's pull in some favors. Kiggy? Is Kiggy
He's
here?
not here.
Damn it.
Also, she doesn't
Well.
respond to your summons.
I'm out of ideas.
I turn to Ezra. I go, Kiggy's not here.
Wasn't Kiggy with us?
Doesn't
Is
respond
Kiggy
to your
just
summons.
outside?
She's
No,
probably with her
she-
father.
If you remember, she and Follis left a while ago. They went back inside. At the end of the last session, they helped you clear out the place, and then you were talking to Alzor, and they left.
But we don't know where they went.
Probably just in the fortress, but you don't.
Big
have, like, a
city, we'll
tracker.
never find them. Huge blue ogre. All right. I had been thinking that maybe we could try to avail Kiggy's father and grandfather, since they want to retrieve Starbrand and he's in the Dragon's Lair. And they, as evidenced by how much they think of us, appear to be quite potent creatures, beings, gods.
It's a good call. I'll go tell them it was my idea.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I don't want any attention from them.
How do we get a hold of them?
I'm hoping
We
Kiggy can.
Yeah, Kiggy's around.
Absolute worst case scenario, we could try to activate one of those ogre death runes, and maybe the grandfather would
Show up to tell us what we're doing wrong.
To light
best.
townspeople on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
You're gonna sacrifice townspeople to an ogre ruin so that you can get your email to go through?
It's been less than 24 hours. I don't think the townspeople are back yet.
Email stands for Elvish Mail, by the way.
Very good. I mean, there are maybe other favors that we could try to call in. We could ask if the
But guys, I don't think we're fighting Takesis right here. I think we need
We're
to.
fighting Rhymeroth. We have to go destroy Rhymeroth.
Yeah, I think
We
that's.
swore to the gods that we would, so we have to.
Yeah, I think that's probably first step. Let's get Rhymeroth and then worry about Takesis.
Okay.
And we have to free, the children and something else with the pact. Right?
We don't know about that. Do you mean the?
No, I think when we were in the cave the first time and you guys
Okay.
climbed up after us, I think we said all those things.
Yeah,
We have
I
to
wrote
stop.
it
We have to stop the breeding program.
in my small leather-bound journal.
So
Kill Rhymeroth.
we need to break in and turn off Marvin Gaye, is what you're telling me.
Kill Rhymeroth, free his slaves, crush the eggs, and find the pact he's acting under. We have to do that before she, Takis, destroys the balance.
Zoris, I know the cousins left, and the Ursines all sounded like they were leaving. Can we send runners to ask the other groups if they are willing to help us fight Rhymeroth? I'm not super hopeful, but like, did we ever like? So who's left? The BLE,
The dwarven soldiers
and the dwarven soldiers and the free people, and just send
and the
runners
townspeople.
to either get a representative or just to ask them if they're willing to, help us fight Rhymeroth in any way, or if they're done with the battle and going home.
Yeah, to clarify, the town guard, the townspeople are all off in hiding still.
I'm not. The town guard probably need to stay, but if we can get help from the dwarves or the free people, that'd be great.
The issue is like too many cooks in the kitchen, right? If you could somehow convince Rhymeroth to like fly into an open field and then land on the ground and not fly away like Pinky promised, like 500 people would be useful fighting a dragon. But if you're gonna storm into his cave lair, you can't fit 500 people, right? Like how many people? Even if you think about a normal person, like how many people can hit it at once? You're gonna.
I can look up the math on that.
Yeah, you can try.
Actually, we could kill a bunch of time.
I mean, is it a giant creature?
Yeah.
I can work out how many spaces he takes up.
Yeah. So, supposing that he stands in an open field and promises not to move, the maximum number of people you can have hit him at once is, I don't know, 100, maybe 50.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if I'd take his word though that he was going to stay there.
Yeah,
That's true.
Did you two? And
we could
Ezra
get him to
points
the field though.
You can ask people. You got to keep in mind that like the average level, if you're thinking in terms of game mechanics, the average level of the people that are with you is lower than you because there's hundreds of them. If you had an army of 500 level 10, creatures, right? That's totally different scale than your common level like 2 to 3 soldier.
But I mean, I know like when the reason that Ardril came with us is because of Rhymeroth. Like, would he want to help? Or, you know,
Well, Ardril came to run the the BLE, right? At
yeah,
the behest
but
of Pennicus.
yeah, but wasn't he like he reacted when we said Rhymeroth, and he
Rhyme,
like
yeah, because Rhymeroth had
Rhymeroth
killed
killed
a
this.
significant portion of the BLE.
yeah. So I didn't know if he would be interested or if Jorth would want revenge. I'm not saying we need everybody. I know we're not going to
Yeah.
bring everyone.
Yes, you. Okay, so your immediate emotional response is that yeah, you can probably get some of those guys to come because they have a personal investment. But is that the best thing? Because then you're leaving the BLE without their leader. The free people just lost their queen, and now you want to take the prince away. You can ask. You can ask.
I was about to say, you two, points to Gelidus, points to Owen. You mentioned we have to get 3 different people to agree. Could you clarify
No,
a little bit
we
about
did
that?
that in the door.
Ah, yeah, man, we should send you 2 off alone together more often.
I have a feeling we can do that every other week.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we should get back to the present here. Can we? Somebody want to talk to 4-7? She kind of
Yeah.
creeps me out. I don't want to talk to her.
That's good. I'll go check in with her. 4-7, welcome back. First, thank you for your aid during the battle. Without you, all of us would be dead. So thank you for that. How are you?
Are you okay?
Yeah. He like kind of wipes her eyes and looks at you and says, "I have to go." Looks at and then turns to Alzior and says, "I have to go."
Go
He's
where?
like, "No, you can't. You just got back. You can't go anywhere." "No, I have to." She like stands up. "I'll be back. I promise I'll be back, but I have to go now."
Wait,
Can you
where are you going? Just real quick, just let us know.
"I don't know. I'm going." And she like looks around and then she points that way.
It's not west, is it?
It is kind of north. No, it is a little bit west. It's much more north and a little bit west.
So does it look like in the direction of Rhymeroth's lair?
No,
Okay.
that's like west by northwest, and this
Do you
is like
know?
north by northwest.
Can you tell us why you have to go?
We don't invoke that musical.
Um, she turns to Gelidus and Owen and says, "You know I have to go. You were there. I saw you there."
Yes. Yes, I know.
She starts walking
We're not
towards
going
the
to
door.
stop you.
And Alzior is like trying to keep her, and she stops. She's like, "My love, I will be back. I have to go." And then as she steps out the door of the barracks, as she's walking, like she like bends down and her like arms stretch out and then wings come out of her back and she morphs from an elf into a silver dragon, takes like 5 or 6 steps, flaps her massive wings and then vaults into the air and begins flying
I turn
north.
around to avoid the dust from the backdraft.
I turn to Ezra. I'm like, I could do that, but I don't want to embarrass you guys.
Give me
I
5
know.
levels. I'll be able to do that too.
And I mumble, say, "I told you she's fucking weird."
You were right. Well,
Wait. Oh, wait. Gelidus? Where did she go?
Oh, she's going to get Copernicus.
What?
a Pinnicus,
Copernicus.
and she's gonna bring him here.
He's going to help us fight Rhymeroth. I don't know. Probably not here.
Gonna teach us about the heliocentric universe? What are we?
Okay. All right. So we have 3 people that we have to talk
He's
to.
coming to see if liquid will fall out of Jenna's nose.
Well, that's good because Remember, that big fucking dragon was right behind him. He's probably useful.
We have 3 people that we should talk to before we leave, and then we should probably start walking. We have to go into the mountains.
Hold on. Can we ask Alzior if he's, or can we see if we can get him healed up?
Yeah, you can.
I
Look,
mean-
the healers can look at him.
I would try, but the only thing I can do is hit him with my axe. So
Would that help?
Do that. That would be.
I guess
try.
if I have a critical miss, maybe it would heal him. I don't know.
That's not how that works
Oh, well,
yet.
Bill, was I able to get cold weather clothing for the group?
Yeah, you can get some cold weather clothing.
Oh, is Alcier like visibly hurt?
He's really badly hurt.
he was very well. He's healed some, right? He was healed some so he could walk, but like his leg was like mangled and.
We also do we need to bring him with us right now? Like 4-7's going to come back here with a Pinnacus, and then they'll fly into the mountains.
I guess, but I don't know how we're gonna find this cave.
Bill, how down is he? Like HP wise?
Is he down bad?
Not that he's down a ton of hit points. It's that he got
His whole left side is crushed.
his left wing, left arm from the elbow down, and left leg from the thigh down were like
Get one side
compressed by
crushed.
dragons. So
Okay. So mechanically though, like I can heal wounds. Is it wounds or is it not going to actually matter?
yeah, no. If either of you use divine magic on him, it will help. You can.
You guys
How much
cast-
divine magic?
Unjelly leg, if you could. Unjelly leg, if you've got.
I have that
spell.
spell on Jelly
Oh,
Leg.
One of Santa's lesser known reindeer.
On Jelly Leg.
Hmm.
I'm the yeah.
We're gonna axe that right now. It's we're gonna stop that whole. Okay, so you can lay on. They're gonna have.
Yeah, we don't want to offend the Christmas crowd.
So you can pretty much anything will do it. You'll need one spell for his wing, or one lay on hands, and then one for his arm, one for his legs. So between you and Galadis, you'll have to work that out.
I will burn
That's a lot of spells.
2 first level spells on him. 2 first level cure wounds, if that's what it's going to take.
I'll throw a 4th level healing word.
Cool.
Okay. He is restored.
Wow.
He immediately after he thanks you both profusely and then runs out the door and leaps into the air and flies away in the direction
God
that
damn it.
4-7 went.
That's gratitude for you.
Jesus.
Halloween 4-7.
We should have
Right.
kept a wing maimed or something.
Do you want to talk to Jorth first, or Ardril first, or I guess Volus and Kiggy first?
Katie.
Kiggy first. We're gonna go back to the fortress real quick and ask Kiggy if she has a
Cast
way to get in
locate
touch
Higgy.
with her father and grandfather.
You find Kiggy and Folus eating lunch, and not really, kind of having a quiet moment. And when you come in, they acknowledge you. We heard reports of a dragon outside.
4-7.
Yeah, 4-7 is alive again. These two, points at Galadis, points at Owen, were able to salvage her spirit, her soul, and bring it back to her body. And then she flew away, as dragons are wont to do. Speaking of which, Alzior also flew away, as Sevax are wont to do. Because again, these two busted out some of their finest spell slots to heal him. Kiggy, I was wondering
Kind
if
of you.
you... Folus and Kiggy said that was very kind of you too.
Oh.
Kiggy, we were wondering if you have a way to get in touch with your father and grandfather.
Not really. No.
Okay. How will you be returning to them?
I won't be.
Ever?
I mean, I can go home when I want to. When I don't even know where they are.
Okay. We know. I think you already know this, but I'm going to tell you again. We know where Rhymeroth's lair is, which ergo means we know where your brother is. We're going to go do everything in our power to rescue him.
Yes, and I'm going with you. We had the discussion already.
Good. I'm sorry, I forgot. It's been a long time since that conversation 10 minutes ago. Cool. We're heading out in like an hour. Just wanted to let you know. All right. We're going to go talk to some other people, and then we'll meet you at the West Gate, which is called the Copper Road.
Okay.
See you in a little bit. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
I'm gonna eat my sandwich.
That sounds like a good idea. You can have mine if the mess made one for me. I'm not hungry, and you're a lot bigger than I am, so maybe you need an extra sandwich. Again, Ezra's not actually suave at all. He's just very handsome. He's a himbo. He's a little halfling himbo. All right. The more that I tell myself that, the less awkward I'll get. I swear. I promise. All right, and now let's go. Let's go try to find Ardrill, please. Get me out of this conversation.
Yeah, I think so.
Ardrill, as you discovered last time, is training the townspeople. So right now, he's actually just working on coordinating the guard and the recruited townsfolk, literally digging a mass grave outside of the town to dump all the draconian bodies in.
I look over the mass grave and I turn to Gelidus and I'm like, Gelidus, I think Ezra has like a really big crush on Kiggy.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah, did you see how he like froze up back there about the sandwiches? He like
Captain
offered a
Ardrill.
phantom sandwich.
Captain Ardrill, our cohort is going to be heading out within the hour. We have a location of the Dragon's Lair, and we are going to go do the slaying. Wanted to check in.
Rhymeroth.
Say again?
You're going to confront Rhymeroth.
Yes.
Yes.
Good luck.
Will you and the BLE be able to stay here in the city for a few days?
Yes, we will stay and make sure the town is secure. We're waiting for further instructions from Appinicus.
Perfect. You may get those sooner than you expect. But I'll,
what that means. What do you know?
4-7 went to go retrieve him and bring him here. I don't have all of the details about why that's happening, but it's allegedly happening.
The dead dragon is going to go pick up Appinicus and
Formerly
bring him
dead.
here?
Formerly dead.
Yeah, she got better.
She got better.
And
Gelidus is a very powerful cleric.
And Owen's a very powerful paladin.
Yes. I swung my mighty sword and she woke up.
So,
Is that a euphemism?
We called upon
I
the
wish
gods.
it was, but it wasn't.
I'm not going to pretend I know what any of this means.
I wouldn't.
Me neither.
We've had very weird days, all of us.
I am going to stay here and keep the town safe until Appinicus gives me further orders.
Great.
Well, hopefully you'll see him soon.
Thank you.
There
If
is one
for-
thing that you all should think about dealing with first, though, which is the 2 war machines that we destroyed. But we really only destroyed the wheel apparatuses on them. The war machines themselves are still relatively intact.
Is it apparatuses or apparati?
it's octopi.
It is turtles all the way down, actually.
Apparatium.
Octopuses, but
It's
whatever.
octopuses.
Yeah.
Octopi is more fun to say, though.
Octopuses?
Uh,
Well, that was uncalled for.
did you and the
Most of
BLE
what I say is uncalled for, and it doesn't stop me.
Did you and the BLE have any thoughts about what should be done with them?
We tried melting them, and that
No,
didn't work.
I think you should work out how they work.
Not really my forte. You need like tinker gnomes for that sort of thing.
I saw them operated up close.
We
Not
know a
right
tinker
now,
gnome.
but
You
we do.
Yeah,
And
I can't remember her name. She was a weird little bastard too.
Thottles. We should have asked Megalodrin about her and Galatus' father. They're prisoners within the layer, most likely. And we're gonna rescue them too.
Arjel,
Or at least gonna do our best.
Arjel, how quickly could we get the wheels back on those things and get them wheeled back to town?
The wheels are destroyed, so never. But you can build new ones, and in the meantime, you can have them carried back to town. You could have them put on a wagon, and
Oh, I have no sense of the size of these things. I guess
probably 6 to 8 people could lift one. They're quite heavy.
Oh. Well, let's get them back into town first. We don't need
Before we
scavengers
go?
grabbing these things. No, we can have the townsfolk do it. But as
okay.
the Lord Protector,
Okay.
or whatever
Give
I
the
am.
order, and I'll make it happen. No, not a
Yeah.
problem. Where do you
Get
want them?
'em-
In the
get 'em-
palace?
Did Fodelies have a lab in the city? Did she have a
That's why
space
she
in the
was
city?
out on the farm, because she couldn't get a lab in the city.
Oh,
If you
because she
remember,
couldn't get
that's
one.
why she was hiding at the city. That's why she's hiding on the farm.
Hold on. Let me pull my map up here. I would like them inside the walls for now.
Is there a place where like all the children play?
So probably need to come into the Copper Road entrance, right?
I think that makes
Get
the
them in
most sense.
town. Just tell me where you want them.
Would they fit into like an armory? Do we have something
They
like
could-
that?
They could go into the barracks. We just cleared it out.
Yeah, let's put them in the barracks.
Yeah, let's put them in the barracks.
Okay, done.
Thank you again for everything, Captain Hardrill. The work that you did on the northern flank is the reason we were able to survive the night. So thank you.
Well, we had some help.
That's true.
You weren't out there, but those cannons were continuing to fire. They were being fired by humans who were working voluntarily. There were about 100 of them, and we killed all of them. They fought to the death. If we left even one, they were continuing to try and fire the cannons. They were fanatics of some sort. We left their bodies on the other side of the hill, if you want to look at them.
Did it look like they had magical abilities, or were they just activating the magical abilities of the cannons themselves?
That's not a question for me, but I already asked my sorcerers about it, and they said that it was the items, the war machines that were magical.
All right.
All you needed was
Did
good
anyone-
working knowledge of how they operated.
Were any of the bodies searched for maps, passwords?
There were 100 of them. We killed them and left them. Then we charged in with the dwarves.
Perhaps we should take a quick glance, see if we find anything.
We could do that. The free people are still up north, likely, unless they came back to the city after their kind of celebratory night. But they may still be camping and hunting in the woods to the north, so we would be going that way anyway.
Yes.
So, sure, let's go look at the human bodies.
Real quick, Bill, can I just restock my javelins on our way out of town at an armory or something? Is that cool?
Yep, that's easy.
I will do that.
It is indeed a slaughter. You do see the bodies of two of the BLE that were like ceremoniously dressed and washed, and they're on pyres waiting to be lit. But all of the dead humans are just literally stacked into a pile. They're all wearing Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to give whoever starts searching, I'm going to give them the help action.
Actually, Owen, you absolutely recognize some of the symbols on these people as
Yep.
a cult that you've had some experience with in the past.
Yep. I'm gonna roll deception.
All right, so who's going to search the bodies?
I am.
It's an
I can.
investigation check.
Okay, I'll give Jenna the help action.
I can give Dirk the help action because my investigation is not excellent. So you
My
roll with
investigation is
advantage.
terrible.
Mine is very bad, but here I go.
Sorry, my computer's restarting.
Doesn't matter. Roll to 3.
Well,
You get to roll
you have
twice.
advantage. Yeah, you take whichever is higher. You roll 2 and take the higher.
Matters. Got an 18.
Sorry, my audio is quieter than everybody else. I'm going to turn myself up a little bit. Okay, what'd you get?
18.
10. But I had the help.
Is my mic a little louder now?
It sounds the same to me.
I don't know.
Maybe a little.
I've been hearing you fine anyway.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
I think it's a little louder now.
Okay, so Dirk, these bodies all have on them, they're all wearing a pseudo uniform, a semi uniform. I don't know how to say this. Like bits and pieces of clothing that are marked similar, but none of them have exactly the same outfit on. There is a sigil of a closed fist that is dripping blood. That several of them have. Many of them are wearing armor that seems to be fairly good armor, fairly nice armor. A lot of them have weapons. Some of them don't. They have different ranks and insignias. They are of various ages. Is there anything in particular you were looking for?
Yeah, if there was anything like orders or any
Passwords,
indication
maps,
of like
maybe?
a history, passwords or maps.
Instruction manuals.
Papers, business papers. They're unemployed.
Just gonna say,
They are
what
now.
do you do, sir?
They are now.
Passports.
Model airplanes.
That's a plethora to work with.
Any kind of
Yeah.
documentation or information.
You know, Frogurt cards. You
If
know,
they've got any parchments or journals.
papyrus.
I'm gonna wait till you're done. You guys are really on a roll. I don't want to interrupt. It's
I'm just looking.
Yep. There are various. Some of them carry notes. Some of them carry maps, but they're all maps of wonder in the surrounding area. Some of them have little scraps of orders, a little, like some of them are like reminders on how to like do the job of like loading the war machine.
Mm.
But nothing there's also more than 100 bodies here, and you're not actually searching all of them, so you're just sort of like rifling through, and those are the things you find. It doesn't seem to be anything like there's no eureka moment.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just basically a dumb army of dudes. There's a bloody fist. Anybody recognize that?
No.
These guys are assholes.
The quality of the metalwork on this armor is spectacular, though. Have you noticed this?
Is it? I thought it was decent. Is it spectacular?
It's quite good.
Some of the
I'm not
armor
an
is
expert.
very good.
Oh, all right. Well, the quality. Did you guys notice the quality of the metalwork here?
Does it look magical in nature?
No.
Okay.
It looks like it's finely wrought. Actually, I'm gonna give you this one. It looks like might have been a lot of it might have been ceremonial armor.
Ceremonial.
Yeah, like
Oh, I wonder if this
necessarily.
was like a suicide job.
Mm.
Oh, I bet all these guys expected to die. This armor looks ceremonial. They don't have like orders on what to do once you take the town or anything. This is interesting.
Do only the people who investigated noticed the symbols on the armor?
Well, I tell you
only
guys,
Ellen?
bloody fist.
Tell you about. I heard him tell you.
Okay. So these could maybe be some sort of religious symbol or something. Is it? I wrote down the closed fist dripping blood. Is that the only definitive symbol?
Yes.
Sorry, it sounded
I
earlier
mean,
like
do
maybe
like
there were
like a
different
lot of
symbols.
orders have multiple definitive symbols? Because I feel like they don't.
Mine do.
Christians got the fish, the cross. Okay. Anybody else want to do anything here at the bodies? I've been kind of rushing us along. Give you guys a second.
Should we burn them?
It would take us. Well, they are stacked rather nicely.
We can just leave them.
I don't mind. I don't mind the idea of burning them actually,
Yeah.
because
Oh.
otherwise they're just sitting here. And who
Otherwise,
knows
they're just
what
sitting here
who's gonna
near
show
the
up.
town. Somebody's gonna have to do something with them.
All right, let's do
I
it.
don't know.
Light them up.
Should we? You guys don't want any of this ceremonial armor for to sell?
Literally none of it would fit me.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna buy it in Wonder right now. Nobody's got any money.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Like, I've got some disguise. Like, if you need to infiltrate something.
Yeah, we're taking that armor.
Well, at least like one or two sets that fit, humans. Or
I bet with a little fuckery, we could have one fit Dirk too.
Yeah, but it's gonna be hard passing him off as a human.
But he could pass off as a
Draconian.
a draconian probably with a little bullshit.
I'm literally the one of us that can teleport. I don't need a disguise. You guys can do disguises though.
All right.
Right, but in the grand scheme of things, if you're of a higher authority than us, you might be able to walk us through as like your underlings. You can be like, "Stupid humans, follow me," and we walk right in through the front door, kind of thing.
Yeah, do a quick check of armor that would suit all of us. Maybe some less bloody garments.
Yeah, so we.
I mean, they can be bloody, like we fought and we survived, and we.
You're not going to find anything
Yeah, I'm
that's
just
not
saying
bloodied,
for me.
torn, hacked, or smashed. But you can find stuff that fits literally every person here, except for Ezra. Even Zerwin and Galadis can probably find something that fits them.
So we unceremoniously strip 5 of the in best shape pairs of armor off.
Well, they didn't have any dwarven forces working for them, though. is the only thing, and they didn't have any Kender working for them.
Yeah,
so
but I'm a pretty tall dwarf. I could probably pass as human if nobody was paying too much attention. I was wearing the right garb.
You could definitely close some distance at least.
Do we have to shave your beard?
We'll put him in stilettos.
Why? Do you like your hands?
No, I don't. I hate them. I'm kidding, dude.
So
find them
Ezra,
useful, but
apparently
also-
alone, is frantically pulling armor off to try to move things along, and then with a flint and steel, trying desperately to light up this pile of corpses.
You want me to just use
Does anyone have?
dragon fire?
Yeah, use your dragon fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Is everybody dressed or have the things that they need?
Let's
I don't
just
think
get
we're
them and
putting
put
them
them
on
in.
now.
Yeah, I'm not putting
we'll
them on
set
right now.
aside.
Oh no, I didn't put mine on. Anyways, so I'm gonna fire the pile now. So everybody stand back. This is very impressive and dangerous.
Thank you.
We stand back.
And then I do it from my face.
So you char the shit out of a good chunk of them, and then that's it, because there's no feet. Like, you didn't stack up a whole bunch of logs to like light and ignite. You just lit a bunch of bodies on fire. So it goes for a good. How long does it last for you? Like 6 seconds, your flame breath, and then it just.
Something like that. I'm not looking at it.
There's the
I turned to
smell of,
Ezra. I'm like, you didn't put any fuel on those bodies? Like an asshole. The whole time.
We're really good at this.
Would Fireball do it? Or would the Fireball have the same problem?
It would do the same thing. There's nothing to keep the flame going.
Fireball would probably
No.
destroy the bodies.
Why don't we just have? I'll tell fucking Ardril to get the bodies burned.
Yep.
We don't have to do this ourselves.
way more fun
Anyways,
than you do.
But that was really cool, though.
This is 6 fairly intelligent people who I've known a long time who don't understand how funeral fucking pyres work, or any fires really. Have never actually understood how a fire works.
First off, I know how fire works. It comes out of my face. Secondly, I just thought that maybe this time, maybe it was hot enough. Because bodies do burn a little bit.
Yeah,
I've also never been to a funeral pyre, since it's not fucking really acceptable anymore. I don't think that's fair, what you just said.
You didn't take AP funeral pyres in high school?
Okay, hold on. You do understand that bodies are mostly water, and that water does not burn.
Not anymore, bitch.
Not unless
Get out
you're
of
really
that
bad
body.
at cooking.
They've been trying out for almost 24
So-
hours.
Exactly.
What you're
they've been out in
saying-
the sun.
Is we have to mass cast destroy water, and then they'll
Ooh.
burn.
Yeah, Bill, I'm gonna cast shape water a few dozen times to get the water out.
Yeah.
Let's
And
go
then
talk
I'm
to
gonna
fuck.
misty step into the pile of bodies and light them on fire from inside.
I'm gonna send a runner to have fucking Ardril burn the rest of these bodies.
Who's
We're-
the runner? We're the only ones here.
One of us is going to cast Animate Dead on one of the dead guys.
That's fine with me.
They're going to become a runner. And they're
That
going to
will get
run
me-
out to Ardril and go, "Arrgh."
That will
Zerwin
get
just
me
carries
away
around
from.
a crown and assume that it comes with a runner.
Oh god.
What about your fucking dog?
We fire arrows
Can
with
we not bring that
messages at
fucking
Wonder
dog?
until one of them hits someone. I'm kidding. We're just sorry, Bill.
Guess what? I'm
Being
gonna make.
terrible tonight. It's not. Fair
I'm gonna make all of you run back there and tell him.
I could summon a fae.
Sure.
Everything keeping me together is falling apart.
So, do we want to see like Duncan want to kill us all in real life tonight? Because we're getting there.
Do you have any wood, Ezra?
Sorry.
It's a very personal question. And then Ezra turns and walks towards Jorth, where the free people are.
Should we follow him?
Yeah, we should.
Yep.
He's our friend, and he can kill us with a fireball.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm all for levity, but every moment that we waste, that dragon is healing and getting ready for us. We need a little levity. It's been an extremely trying few days, but there are things at stake.
It
That's
really
all.
ruins it when you call it levity.
Also above game, I totally mooned the three faces and didn't talk about that.
Okay. All right. So you got you have several new suits of armor, bloodied armor and robes, clothes, and you're walking towards the Free People encampment, which you can see just up in the distance a little ways. It doesn't, it doesn't take that long to get there. But you're welcomed in. Everybody knows who you are there. And oh, actually, oh, the first person who comes to find you actually is Quarn. Quarn is one of the druids who Owen spoke with. Owen, you spoke with him a while back. He has a crush on Kiggy, if you remember correctly.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Corin, how are you?
I am well. It is good to see you back in the camp.
It's very good to see you as well. How did your chat with Kiki go?
Oh, the big, beautiful woman.
I know.
She is so beautiful. I lose
You are
my power
smitten.
to speak when I am too close to her. It is terrifying and wonderful.
It's understandable.
Ezra had the same thing.
We've all had the same thing.
He looks down at Ezra and nods appreciatively. She would break you, little man.
That's most of the appeal.
Well, normally you pay double for that.
Call that levity.
We were hoping to speak with Jorth, although we would be glad if you would join us as well.
Yes.
You said Korth is one of the druids?
Quarn.
Quarm.
Quarn. And Quarn is one of the druids. Yes. I will bring you to Jorth. Let us go through camp. Tell me, he says as you are walking through, how are the rest of the town's people? Are they okay? Will they be able to rebuild, do you think?
They will. The losses were significant, of course, but they're on the road to recovery. They're working hard to bury the dead at the moment and make repairs to the town. And hopefully the rest of the city will return within the next few days, and that will help raise the spirits of the people inside.
And the Ursine said they were going to help rebuild as well, I believe, or at least a couple of them.
Yes. Jorth is now the de facto ruler of our peoples, of the free peoples of the Northern Plains, which means he will have to return to the city. But I thought that maybe I would stay.
Yes, naturally.
I think
The heart
free
wants what the heart
peoples-
wants.
Well, I won't deny that being closer to the big, beautiful woman is the best part about it. But also, the free people will need to have someone in the city. That is part of agreement that we have hunting grounds here and someone to stay.
That
I
makes
think you're the man for the
complete
job.
sense. It sounds perfect. A perfect
If you-
fit.
if you're volunteering, I think that makes for a great fit.
And we will
Excellent.
petition on your behalf if
Oh,
need
no
be.
need. Jorth has already given me okay. I just need to check in with people who run city. That is you, right?
Yes, you have our blessing.
Very good.
And as a druid, let us ask you, apropos of no one giving us information from outside of the game world, is there anything that druids would do with the bodies of the dead? There's 100 humans who were working with the Draconians who were all killed. Right now, they're just in a large pile on the hill. Is there anything that the druids would want to do to repurpose those bodies?
Some of them are a little charred.
That's also true.
Don't know how that happened.
If these bodies were people near our city, we would use them for druidic purposes. But here I think maybe you ask the Ursines. They're closest thing we have, or that I know of that you have here. Maybe they have ideas, but we want nothing to do with those cursed bodies.
Very
Put
good.
them in the ground or burn them. I do not care.
All right. Thank you for the advice. You're already providing great counsel.
That is not all I provide. I also provide big mugs of ale, he says as you come towards a big tent. And as you walk in, he throws the flap open. Jorth, friends are here. And he reaches over and starts pouring big jugs of ale out of a keg near the door. And starts handing them to anybody who will take one.
I take one.
Yeah, I'll take one. I'm sorry. I just want to clarify out of game. Are these big mugs or big jugs?
Yeah. Yeah. Jorth is inside. He's sitting in, an ornate chair that isn't quite a throne. It looks like something that they carried with them on one of the wagons. And he doesn't look happy, but he's, listening to some advisors talk to him about something that kind of hushes as you approach.
Is his morning tattoo finished?
Yes, he has a new morning tattoo. It is you can't see it because it's on his back and he's sitting down, but you can just see like the edge marks of it. Friends. He's much quieter. Friends, come in. Please. How can I help you today?
We are preparing to go confront the dragon in his lair. And we wanted to thank you. It was an unthinkable sacrifice that your people made coming up here to help defend this city and the people who live here. And we're very thankful. We also wanted to check in about how you and yours are doing.
We are preparing to go back home. There is much to be done with the death of my mother.
Of course.
I wish you luck in your journey to deal with the dragon.
And if luck fails, may there be glory for all of us.
Yes.
Like there was for your mother.
Yes. If luck fails, then I will sing your song, and perhaps I will give myself another tattoo with your faces or your symbols. Perhaps you have been worthy allies.
My hope might be that this conflict might strengthen the ties between the free people, the people of wonder, the elves, and the dwarves. Again, it was incredible to see so many different peoples coming together for one cause, and we thank you for being a part of it.
People of Kryn war with each other as much as anything else, but when the Draconians come, we will fight together.
And your peoples are in good hands.
I am a very different ruler than my mother or my brother. I was never meant to be king or prince, but now that I am, I have ideas.
Would you share any with us?
I propose trade between cities.
An excellent start.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Does anyone have anything they'd like to bring up? Jorth, how long will your people be staying here before heading back to Barter and the environs there?
We will leave tonight before
Very
dark.
good. All right. We likely won't see you again then.
You never know. Life is long and the world is big.
That's true. May the wind be at your back, and may all your hunts be bountiful.
Yes. Very good. Have a drink. Enjoy yourself. Quarn will stay and wander. And he turns back to sort of whisper mumbling to one of his advisors. And Quarn has just poured the last beer and is trying to foist it off on you, Ezra.
Great. Just what I need.
He clinks the edge of his mug jug with yours.
This thing is bigger than my head.
Ah, but you can drink, I know. Yeah, look at him go. See, he's modest, but little man can put them away. Hey, purple-haired dwarf. I have a dwarf's niece asked about you.
Oh yeah?
Yes. She wants to know if you are still blushing flower.
Sure.
I will tell her. He slaps you on the shoulder. You are funny. I hope to spend more time drinking with you guys. So,
Well, if any property comes up in Barter, you let me know. You send a runner.
yes, I will. You would like it there, I think. Perhaps retirement there will suit you. You go now to fight the dragon, yes?
Oh yeah.
Well, there will be much glory in your deaths.
Wait, what?
Just drink your beer.
Drink your beer and start walking.
What
We're
else
gonna
can we
die.
do for you while you are here? Anything else you need? He's walking you towards the edge of camp. You are leaving now, yes? I will walk with
Quite
you a
quickly.
little ways. You know, during battle, I looked over at one point and I saw this crazy motherfucker, and he points at Owen, jump into the pit to fight an Aura. You remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
It hurt a lot. I had friends who were hurt, who were in danger. I would do that for any of them.
You have big balls, friend. I like it.
Well, the biggest.
Yeah. Well, I can say the other thing I thought I saw, and I'm not sure if this is correct or not, but the candor was flying, and then the little man jumped on top of him from the wall. Is that correct?
Yes, that
Yeah.
was a tactically questionable move, but it worked
I
out in
was
the end.
surprised to see it. Yes.
Classic spicy oranges.
Ashamed to say that one of the Aurochs had possessed me and forced me to make that move.
Mhm. Dark magic.
Yes.
All of you can make perception checks.
23.
I'm gonna use my new dice.
You want to show the stream one of your new dice?
29.
Sure. The lighting is not great here, but they are purple
Beautiful.
with black flecks. little translucent, some silver numbers. Very nice. And I rolled a. Can I add my shit by myself now?
Yeah.
I had a 12. I had a 12.
Okay. Everyone who got above a 15, you see that Quarn has he's like looking at something, kind of squinting off in the distance a little bit. And if you like follow his gaze, you see Kiggy running towards you from town.
Oh,
as
this
you
is
left
going to
her
be
there.
good.
Right.
Then Quarn goes, "It's her. He's coming here." He like looks around and then he like looks down at his stuff. And he wipes off his shirt and then like realizes he just spilled beer on himself and it's like, and then like starts like trying to dab up this wet thing. And then he's like, "Fuck, more!" And then he like pounds his beer, and then he like looks for a place to set his mug down, and then like throws it, and then like starts like slicking his hair back. It's a mess. It's a frantic mess.
Wait, if we didn't roll over a 15, we don't see this happening.
You see Quarn, but you don't see why if you didn't roll over a 15.
Yeah.
You can't see
So-
Kiggy running towards you.
I'll point it
Got
out. Kiggy's coming. There. Now you can all see.
Yeah, no, he was doing Kiggy things, that's for sure. That's
I
that's great.
so
Why didn't you
want to
guys let
cast
Kiggy
Zone of
when we were
Truth
leaving?
right now.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Does Kiggy look panicked or strained at all?
Probably annoyed that we just left.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
You were like, meet us by the gate, and then you just fucked off.
We were gonna go back. We were gonna go back. We were gonna remember.
It's a game time
We're
is
not
meaningless.
I play this for fun, and the logistics of that is the most fun thing in the world for me.
Okay, so should we go talk to the dwarves before they leave?
We should talk to Kiggy first.
Well, she's just pissed, but she'll get
You
over it.
can't. No, you have to actually. Repair will be important in this moment, Zerwin. You can't just walk away. We have to wait for Kiggy.
The dwarven soldiers, we could go talk to them.
Well, since nobody has officially talked to them and they essentially saved our ass, we
Sure.
probably should go at least say hello.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm gonna stay here and officially talk to Kiggy.
All right. Well, no, we'll wait. I can tell you what happens. Kiki shows up. She is exasperated with us because we left without her. We tell her that we're going to go talk to the dwarves. She grunts and follows us. And about what happens?
No. Kiki runs up. I mean, Kiki, she slows when she sees that you've all stopped. And she walks up to you, and she's looking like she might kind of like, growl at all of you. And as she gets just in the range of being like, "What the fuck?" she opens her mouth and says like, "What?" And then Quarn like steps forward and like it's like probably a little too close to her, and he's like, "Kiki, good to see you again." And then like his eyes get really big, and then like he kind of like rigidly steps back, and then like kind of like half turns, and is like, "I mean, your friends are here. Ha ha! God, you are beautiful." And then Kiggy, who a minute ago was like probably gonna be like, "You fucking assholes left me at the gate that you told me to wait at because you were gonna leave soon," is now just like, uh, and then Quarn turns to Owen and is like, "What do I do?"
Giggy.
Why
Gorn
he
was
asked a
just telling
eunuch?
us how favorable he finds you. And wonderful, an effervescent breath of fresh air, as it were, to life in general. And he was wondering, though he's very bad at asking, if he might ask you out for a little time with a meal, maybe.
"Meal baby!" Quarn shouts, as if
Like
on cue.
a little meal, and conversation.
So
Should we all survive the catastrophe to come?
Is this how humans do courtship?
We do it better. No, most humans do it better than what I'm suggesting.
Oh,
I'm terrible at it.
Doing real good. This is.
I'm really married to the job.
okay, so Quarn, who's an enormous human at like 6'7", right, is a very large man, is dwarfed by this 7.5 foot tall ogre, who is like kind of taken aback, and then she like squint eyes like you, Owen, and then squint
I'm going to
eyes.
like give her a look like he's okay. Give him a chance.
He's
And she squint eyes Quarn, and then she says, "Okay, Emil, can we go now?"
Yes.
Hmm.
Yep. We're gonna stop in and see the dwarven soldiers real quick. We were gonna come back, and that's what we were gonna meet you then. But you can come with us now, so that you don't lose us if you want.
In fact, you should come with us and not stay here.
Yeah, Owen's right.
We're going to give Corn some time to
Stay
process
here.
what was said. Corn,
Very
you
good.
plan a nice meal.
I have good mealing times.
Oh, God. We're going to help you.
I go up to Corn as we're leaving, and I'm like, "So when it's mealtime, you make eye contact, then you lift your tail high in the air. You get on all fours, you hold eye contact, and you make slow circles, making clicking noises. Okay?
Don't have tails.
Oh, then you're fucked."
Oh God. And he turns and walk kind of in a daze back into camp.
We've ruined this man's life.
Okay. Wait, Higgy says, you're going back into town to talk to the dwarves? Why? You talked to them yesterday. Or you talked to them earlier today.
We talked to the cousins. We
We
haven't
talked to the
talked
cousins. We haven't
dwarven
talked to the
soldiers.
dwarves.
Okay.
We were gonna come get you after that.
But you stick with us now. That's better. All right. Can we maybe fast forward to when we're with them, so there's no more dalliances?
Should we try to burn the bodies on the way home?
God damn it! And he says it as he's walking away too.
Well, I think we just the conversation should be quick. We don't even know who their leader is. We've never met them.
You do know who their leader is, and you did meet him before you left Thorbarton.
Did he survive?
He did.
Okay.
He's there. I
So-
can't remember his name, though. I have it written down here somewhere. But you met him, the captain.
So essentially, Ezra, right? We just want to tell them that about their trading rights and thank them.
Yeah, I had sent off a missive to their leaders to confirm the trading rights and that they would add somebody to the small council here in Wonder, but we haven't talked about that with the soldiers yet.
Harmac.
Tharmac?
No, Harmac was
Harmac-
the guy.
Harmack's
Yeah.
the old guy. I want to send him.
somewhere.
I want to send a message to Harmac.
Sorry, Marcus Blunthand. He's the captain. You did meet him. Remember, he was
Okay.
like, "I'm not bringing my fucking dwarves into."
Yeah,
Yeah.
into the graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Marcus Blunthand, that's his name. He is here.
Can you please just give Harmac a message when you get back? I assume you guys are leaving soon.
Okay, we'll take a day or two to recover and then head back.
Can you please just tell Harmac that before I leave Kryn, I will make good on my promise and deliver the crown to him for safekeeping.
We will.
We also wanted to say thank you. If you and your soldiers hadn't arrived when you did, then many more of us would have died. And we're endlessly thankful for the sacrifices that your soldiers have made to be here and to help us. And we thank you for staying an extra day or two.
might have done more, but I'll pass the word along.
Our our group is off to slay the dragon. We are hoping to see you again when we return, but we may not. Were you and your soldiers able to examine the cannons at all?
No. What's a cannon?
They had war machines unlike anything
Hey.
that I had ever seen before.
The silver tubes.
Yes, made out of dragon metal, likely. They launched
Alright.
some kind of projectile, like a balls of slag metal, using magical abilities, and that's what destroyed the walls on the western part of the city. I had mentioned to to the two queens that Rymroth's armies would likely have siege weapons unlike anything that had ever been seen before, and it was shrugged off as Thorbarden had survived any number of attacks in the past, but these weapons are new and horrifying. I'd recommend, if you have anyone skilled in artificing or anything or metalwork, maybe examine them in the barracks so that you can provide a report to your queens.
Alright.
And hopefully we will ensure that there won't be any more of these made. That's our hope.
Who, as always, doesn't have a lot to say, so he nods.
Great. Okay. Should we start marching, everyone? Do we make it? Are we
March. Yeah, we're there.
Let's go.
Okay. So you're now marching to Rymroth's cave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a good time to take a quick break. Everyone go get some water. And we will continue in 5 minutes. Let's see. Should we do a raffle now, or should we wait a few minutes? Wait till the end to do the raffle? I only see 7 people on. Who's here? We have 7 viewers right now. I wonder if the shenanigan is on. Because that would push it above 10, probably.
Oh boy.
Wasn't there a week they couldn't make it?
It was last week they didn't come.
Oh, okay.
It's out to be at a touch of the flu this morning, William.
A touch of the flu.
And a touch of the flu.
Man, this hike into the wilderness would sure be a lot easier if we had a bard to raise our spirits.
Just have Owen sing.
I will sing.
We got
And
Banana 1,
I got a 15.
PA 17, Foxy Proxy left. Quest Boy Rin, so maybe the shenanigan. Oh, there's 8 people with the shenanigan tonight. Alright. That's enough. You guys want to do the raffle now, or do you want to wait until the end to do it at the end?
past their bedtime, Bill.
Alright, we can do it now.
It's not past hours.
It's actually probably significantly more past our bedtime than theirs.
Yeah.
Ah, to be young.
To be running on monster drinks and ramen again.
Rin has
Or
an 8
something.
a.m. class. Meanwhile,
Is
it's
that-
my Saturday night, so
I just went and get a physical.
Sorry, hold on. Everybody who
What?
wants in on the dice raffle, please say so now in chat. Everyone who wants in on the dice raffle, please say so now in chat.
Yeah, I hadn't been to the doctor since 2018. They're like, oh, we're going to run some blood labs on you. I said, yeah, I think you should.
So they can find out what your nuclear half-life is?
I'll tell you what, I somehow pulled off another very good report. Blood pressure was good. No, nothing in my blood work came back somehow.
Because you have a strange painting in your basement?
I don't know, but I think monsters and ramen would be an improvement to my diet. So
Monsters and Ramen is a good band name.
Do I? Yeah, it's true.
what kind of monsters? Like werewolves? You eat
Yeah.
werewolf meat over there?
All right, here we go. We got
It would be translated to like cocaine and Chinese food in the 80s, you know.
Oh, so here's what we got for the raffle. We got Banana 1, we got PA 17, George. Then we got Cam, Connor, Amara, Will, Nick, Kyle, Todd, Ryan, Aaron. Is that correct? Anyone else? Last chance before I pull up the dice.
Wait, there's another Kyle. So there are 3 Kyles here.
It's illegal. We actually have to.
That's
fight to
the
death
most
now.
Kyles that I've ever had in one place. I've gotten as high as 2, never 3.
it counts as a Kyle epidemic.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, the Kyle verse is off. We're gonna roll a d12 here. And
Have you noticed we're always bad guys in the media?
Kyle's are?
Yeah,
So-
they're always
Are we?
douchebags. Yeah.
Yeah, that
We
I
eat apples on screen, which makes us evil.
I didn't know we did that, but I should
Apparently.
go get one.
Okay. I rolled a 3, which is Cam. Cam, if you already won something, if you haven't already won something, these dice are yours. Because I rolled a 3, and that is Cam. The first name up. 1, 2, 3. That's apparently a yes. Cam has won the dice.
What do they look like?
I don't have them. They're in the car. I left them in the car.
You are
Hey,
the
it looks
worst.
like we might have gotten our first maybe bot posting.
That's not even close to my first bot. I've had hundreds of them.
Well, have they posted though?
No, that's the first time that bot is posted. Hello, Maniacal Blitz. Thanks for asking, but I'm okay. Well done, Cam. Congratulations. You've been here the whole time. And you finally won something.
They've been here the whole time.
I don't know, Bill. I think we should hear this maniacal blitz out.
If you're willing to pay for it, by all means, get my Twitch channel glitzed. Oh no. My power grows. Every time you get to, hit someone with a ban hammer, you get to eat their presence and you get to be more and more powerful. All right. Once again, congratulations. I will try to show what the dice look like. Well, you know what they look like. All the dice sets were similar. But if you look in the art channel of the Discord, I haven't done this yet. Let me get the Discord invite. If you join the Discord, you can see. Oh no, what? Wait, why are you so upset? What? What happened? 40 messages were deleted by a moderator. You deleted everybody's message. Who did you ban? Did you ban Banana One? Hold on. We'll fix it.
Wow.
Well, hold on. I'll message Banana One. All right. I'll have to figure out how to fix that. CS0.
Sounds like one of our plans goes horribly wrong.
That's true.
Don't worry, we have contingencies.
Those are equally bad, usually.
Mm-hmm.
That's why there are contingencies, because they were worse than the original plan.
Yeah. They start as contingencies and then they become necessaries. That's why so many of them involve Galatus.
Contingencies that became necessaries is like the subtitle for spicy oranges in general.
Yeah.
Subtext, at least we tried.
I like to
Kind of.
imagine some jaunty transit music while we're hiking into the mountains.
Oh, I rolled a 15 on my performance check. I'm sure it is adequate.
You know, something nice.
Yeah, I got a jaunty beat.
How come we don't have like a music bot in Discord? I think our DM is slacking.
Bill doesn't like music. He's never liked music for as long as I've known him.
That's true.
I can't figure out how to unban this person. I'm gonna have to do it after the thing. I just sent him a message though.
Our theme song would be "I'm a Creep."
Mm.
Did you unban them? Did you figure it out? Is Banana back?
We're up to 10 viewers right now, and that's not including all of the people that are listening to us like a podcast in one room.
All right. Well, that was exciting. Listen, we had our first misban from chat. Okay. We gave away our dice. Also, if you go into the art channel of the Discord, which I posted on the thing, and you join it, and you see that there is a set of dice that was made for Zerwin on there that looks pretty amazing. And I happen to know someone who makes dice sets on order, and they're pretty great.
Yep, these
I
are
know the same person.
these are one of a kind,
Yeah.
literally. My wife likes the D4. That's her favorite. Can you guys?
Wow.
Lighting is
The
not
shard.
great here, but yeah.
You can't just say that.
Look at the angle on that triangular prism.
I mean, normally when someone says they like the D4, they like stepping on sharp objects,
Mm-hmm.
like Legos.
I literally thought that one of my kids threw my dice away 6 hours after I got them in the mail. I was running around my house going, where the fuck did they put them?
Okay, so I'm going to do this like a travel montage because the idea of actually role-playing a day and a half worth of travel sounds goddamn awful to me. My only questions are, how quickly do you want to travel? How long do you want to rest? And that's about it.
I wouldn't mind one rest, but how far away is the cave?
Give or take a day and a half's worth of travel.
So we should rest 8 hours so we don't suffer fatigue.
Yeah, if we do an 8-hour, we would want to have people watching though, because we know that the dragon has previously attacked camps in the night. So like how much time would we need in order to make sure that everyone gets 8 hours while also having
Okay, everyone takes a
people on
long
watch?
rest.
Yep.
And then
Doing it.
otherwise, do you want a double time? You want a regular time? Do you want to take your time?
Mechanically, if we double time, are we going to suffer fatigue?
Not if you take a little extra rest. You can
Okay.
make up time going faster, and you could take a short rest of like 2 hours and double time to cut your travel time down by 6 hours. So you'll gain a total of like 4 or 5 hours.
Okay,
if you double
let's
time.
do that.
That sounds great.
As you come closer to the mountains, right? The mountains on the western edge of the range, as you come up sort of like out of the valley, are really steep and really sharp. They fly straight up into the air. Sort of like impossible sheer rock faces. Like, has anyone ever seen the Flatirons out in Colorado, like from the eastern side? Like, it looks like just these rocks just shooting up into the sky. And that's what these mountains look like from this angle where you're looking at it from. Which makes it really hard to like imagine that there's a big cave, right? Because it looks like just a sheer rock face. Well, the problem is because those rocks are not the problem, but the trick of it is because those rocks are lined up, sort of their faces are east, right? The gap in the north-south between the mountains is very small. And in fact is very slight, and that's where the cave entrance is hiding. So you could have walked by this 100 times, and unless you walked right up to that gap, you can't see it from a distance. There's a sort of like loose rock scree that sort of like approaches this gap, and then once you get up into the gap, and now you're looking at the sort of southern face of the peak that you're looking at, you can make out a little bit of the eagle's hook, that that overhang that defines this cave entrance.
Okay. We have a few things to talk about before we go in. One is, do we want to try to locate the emergency exit and block it off? Two, how are we going to distribute the arrows that that will prevent him from using magic?
Well, I think only one of us or two of us use arrows, right?
Dirk and Jana
Dirk
can.
and Jana. I don't
Right.
use arrows.
Right now, Dirk and I each have one.
Great.
And do we have
I'm
a
fine.
third?
We have 2 arrows too.
Okay,
So I'm fine keeping it that way.
that seems best.
When we get up there, we're gonna want to try to search for traps or alarms, things of that nature. Bill,
Let me
looking
describe.
at
Let
go
me
ahead.
describe what you can see. So the cave entrance itself, that loose rock scree. I had a photo to show, but whatever. There's a loose rock scree that goes up sort of to a shelf that you can see from below, but you can't sort of see anything of it. And then the overhanging rock is a big, huge arc. The entranceway is probably 100 feet wide, but not necessarily that tall. So like a low ellipse of an entrance.
Um, I could get somebody in through the back. It could be me. I could be a backdoor man, or make one of us a backdoor man.
But we don't know where the back door is yet, right?
True.
I mean,
We know.
based
I
off
mean, because
the map we got from Megalodon, we can sort of figure that out, right?
yeah, it looks like a very precise map, so I had figured it would be relatively easy to find.
You would think that, wouldn't you?
He literally
Um,
just said that.
we also want to think about how quickly do we want to move through. Do we want to try to explore spaces that we don't think he will be, but there might be draconians like the barracks to the north?
I could explore it.
Do we want to immediately go for the dragon's chambers? Do we want to try to take out the breeding program first? These are all things to think about.
Do you guys want me to explore it?
Well, remember, if we do ethereal step the way that it's supposed to work, it lasts 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
Yeah, we talked about this a couple of game sessions ago.
I thought it was more than 6 seconds.
No, it lasts 1 round.
Because it's like a 7th level spell, so
Yeah.
you get a much lesser version of it.
We got the same thing.
I promise once I get to level 13, I will take etherealness so that I can cast it on you all the time, and then you'll have 8 hours every single
I
time.
want you to cast it on me.
Okay.
Shouldn't we,
I don't
shouldn't we
think
deal
we.
with Rhymeroth first?
Yes, I don't think we need to, right? Because the breeding program, they can't hatch fully grown draconians like within the time of our battle.
No. The concern would be for the enslaved.
Yeah, do we have any
Salad
innocent
dragons.
people that we need to free first? Because that
We
should
know-
be our priority, probably.
Starlbrand.
Starlbrand,
Dragons.
Faudeles, Gelidus' father, and the 3 metallic dragons are the ones that we know of. And then
But
apparently there's a giant.
We also don't know where all of them are, though.
No, we have ideas of where each of them are. We have heard that Starlbrand is somewhere in the back being tortured. We have an idea. If people are looking at it in Owlbear Rodeo, I know not all of us are in Owlbear Rodeo, but the breeding program.
Someone could put it up on the screen, and then I could see it because I can't right now because I'm on my stupid not computer.
Here, I can share. Share screen. Oh, there.
All right. So, what we know, this area up here is the barracks, so we're going to kind of bypass that entirely at first. We know that in this one of these areas, probably this one here, although it could also kind of boil over into this, that is where the breeding area is. And then the guess would be that Starlbrand is getting tortured somewhere in this general area. And then the chimney shaft, which is really narrow, Megalodon, the Draconian, said he could only fit an arm in there. Is that shaft there? Questions about the map?
Is the entrance all the way over on the right?
Mm-hmm. Great question. Yeah, the main entrance at the Eagle's beak or joint or tit. It's
Eagle's
this area
ass.
here. Yeah.
So, but what we know about Rhymeroth is he's super conceited. Megaladrin thought that there was not like a host that he saved. So, I don't know that we need to worry about the barracks.
Anna, make a perception check.
Me?
Yes.
Can I give her the help action?
No.
I accept that. No, that's the correct answer, Bill. You passed.
27.
You're the only one who has a real chance of seeing this. There is, like, from the vantage point that you all are at, looking up the hill at the entrance, not having gone in yet, there is a really thin trickle of blood coming between a few of the rocks off the lip of the entranceway through the scree.
Guys, we need to this is bad.
Yeah, let's get up there.
Should I go first and take a look before we charge in?
Well, if there's something bad up there, I would prefer we not be that far behind you. But I think if you go a little bit advance of us, that works for me.
Okay, what do I roll?
Are you trying to sneak? Or are you just walking up?
I think it's worthwhile to sneak.
I think I'm sneaking.
Okay.
So I roll stealth?
Indeed you do.
$24.
Okay. Even though you see Jana walk up ahead of you, as she gets like 20 yards in front of you, her form like gets a little hard to see amongst the broken, patterned, gray-brown, broken rocked scree that's going up this hill. Jana, you get to the top, and as you sort of like lift your head to peek over the lip of the entrance, the bottom of the entrance, you see bodies.
Human, draconian.
Yes and yes. They are mangled, shredded, burned, decapitated, crushed. There's not like thousands of them. There's like a dozen of them or so.
Are they wearing the armor or the uniform that we saw before?
All the humans are. The Draconians are not.
Okay, I'm going to tell the party that. So I don't see anyone alive right now.
No, there's nothing moving. There's
Okay.
like, yeah, there's still. You can make another perception check. Actually, everyone. Are you guys gonna go up there?
Well, how far away is Jana?
I don't know. How close behind? Like, how far away do you let her get?
I'm really bad at stealth, so I won't be up there.
Yeah, maybe
That
we're kind of.
was not as good. That was 11.
Okay. Right.
So if I don't see anyone alive, I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer. Like, get. My understanding of this is that there's like a ledge, and that I'm like climbing up the ledge and peeking over, right?
Yeah, it's not like a sheer climb to the ledge. It's like an incline to that ledge. But yeah, you were sort of like low, like crouch, and then you sort of like peeked up over, right? So if you just like stood up all the way, you could just take a step onto the thing, or you could continue sneaking onto the ledge if you prefer. You don't need to roll. You can stay in stealth and walk up on the ledge.
I will sneak up for just another few feet so I can confirm that I don't see anyone alive.
Nothing.
All right, come on up, guys.
You're gonna motion to them, or are you gonna yell to them, or?
Oh, I'm gonna call to them softly.
All right.
You can either call to them or motion to them, but you can't softly call to them. You have to. They're down the rock face.
Okay, I will motion to them.
Okay. All right.
Once we
What do you
get
think
up,
she's trying to tell us? There we go.
While they're making their way up, I'm gonna walk a little bit further in to just sort of take a look.
once
Silence.
we get up, go ahead.
It is deadly silent. There is no noise. Yeah, and you see an occasional body here or there in the entrance as well.
Once we all get up on the ledge, I'm gonna try to wave everyone to circle up and motion for quiet. And then
We dressed as bad guys, right?
We have not yet.
I don't think
Should
that
we do so?
I thought we left the armor in the city. I didn't think that we were going to use that for this.
Left the armor in it.
You did say you wanted to bring the armor, but nobody said they
Okay.
wanted to put it on, so you're not now wearing it.
Okay.
I will.
I mean,
if there's
what's
a
it-
suit of half plate, I'll put it on.
It's just, I mean, if Reinroth did this, he's pretty pissed at his own people. I don't know that
He also is going
dressing.
to recognize us. He has
Dressing-
literally seen us and thrown us off of a cliff before.
I don't know that dressing like these dead people is necessary at the moment.
Just tie a
Ezra,
shirt around your face. Become a t-shirt ninja. It'll be fine.
I'm the only one. Actually, he hasn't seen me before.
true.
That's true.
So I could dress up in it, but the fact that he's killing everybody dressed like that doesn't really make that seem like a good idea.
I don't think we need to worry about it.
Let's go.
Ezra will take out his journal real quick and scribble. Can you please check for traps and alarms and hold it out towards Jana as we go? And then he'll write, for everyone else, let's move quietly and move as deeply into the cavern as we can, quietly and carefully.
I'm going to move 20 feet behind everyone to give them the best chance.
Okay. You can see the map. Which way you're going to go? You're going to go north. You're going to go west. You're going to go south.
Based on the conversation that we had, the way that I understood it, we would go this way. And I'll tell you what.
Hold on. If you go that way, what you see off to your right in that big cavern looks like some sort of gathering hall. There's lots of tables and benches. There's a big sort of fire pit. Yeah, there are bodies here and there, but there's blood and bodies, but not like hundreds, right? It's like every 30 feet or so, like a body.
Can I do like a medicine check to see how long they've been dead?
Yeah. In fact, all of you can, if that's what you're looking for, you can make a perception check or a medicine check, so whichever one's higher for you.
Bill, really quick, can you accept me to Owlbear?
I cannot. Because I'm not at my computer and I'm not in Owlbear, which is why I had Zerwin put it up.
Ooh.
Zerwin, can you accept me to Owlbear?
I can try. I got a nat 20 on my new dice, so off to a good start.
Yeah, I'm not even going to roll.
Let me see if I can accept you now.
21.
These bodies are recently dead. Some of them are still smoking a little bit or steaming.
Here's an actual invite link. Let me know if that worked. Can
Looks like it did.
can I do another one to try to tell how they died?
Nope, that's pretty fucking obvious. They were chewed, torn apart, and burned with
Okay.
fire.
Can we tell if they were fighting each other, or was this all done by a dragon?
It looks like most of them were torn up from behind or above.
Cool.
These things were running away. They were in terrified flight when they were torn to pieces. Are you going to continue south?
Yes. As we come out of that big room, I do want to check for traps.
Sure. These passageways, excuse me, these passageways are enormous, right? So there's a ton of room in here, easily enough for a dragon to get through. As you come through that, where the sort of narrows there on the southern part, that would be a very large dragon could walk through there, but there wouldn't be room for anything on their other side, right? It would be like, one dragon's width is the width of that tunnel, basically. And like one dragon's height. It's like perfectly carved out for a very, very large dragon. There are some claw marks and then some char marks. And again, there's an occasional body. You come to that spur, which is just off to the north. Yep, right there. That spur seems to be some sort of storage area. There were racks and racks and racks for weapons and armor that go up like 3 stories. They're mostly empty now. There looks like there's some weapons and armor left. There's also some provisions left. It's 95% cleared out.
Ezra will look to Jana and pause to see if Jana makes a motion to stop or search anything. And then Ezra will motion to continue moving.
So
and
yeah,
it's like a motion to continue to kind of like look.
yeah. So I'm continuing to look for traps, even if right here doesn't seem like it's likely.
Let's see, where's Jana's little person?
I think
yeah, you can roll for
Janice
traps.
person's in position.
Cool.
What, Bill?
You can roll to look for traps, yes.
What do I roll? Sorry.
Investigation usually.
Investigation. 18.
Okay. You do not find any traps.
Okay, so I'm gonna stay in the lead, just sort of like going carefully, watching for things. You guys following me?
Yeah, my guess is we're like 15. Most of us are like 15 to 20 feet behind you, and then Owen's another 15 to 20 feet behind that. Just because he's loud.
I am very loud.
All right. Can I do a? What would it be? I want to know if I can tell what dug out these tunnels.
Yeah.
What would I
think
roll?
you can do that because you're a.
Yeah,
a dwarf.
I have advantage because I have like stone cutting
I
something.
think it's history. Matt, do you know?
That is like your racial power, right?
Yeah, well, my racial powers I get Whatever you make, it's in a history check related to origin of stonework. I'm considered proficient in the history skill and add double my proficiency bonus to the check.
There you go. That's your roll.
So history 15 plus 8, so 23.
These tunnels are old. Some of them are real old. They are several hundred years old at least. They were probably carved by a dragon claws or some sort of massive creature.
Okay.
Also, the part of this is there are natural rock formations in this cavern, but everything was widened and shaped. And that was probably done by some sort of massive creature.
All right. I wanted to know. I don't. Could there be any hidden spaces here that we're not finding? But I don't know if Jana's investigation checks would catch that if she's not specifically looking for it. Okay. I think we keep going.
Okay. You walk another 40 or 50 feet down the tunnel when all of a sudden you hear a massive roar coming from the direction you just came from. And then another roar. And then there's a lot of roaring. And now
Okay.
you think you can hear the sounds of battle.
Well,
Should we run back?
yeah, let's go. Is there any kind of, can we do like an investigation to see whether or not these are actual sounds and not like magical in nature, not like some kind of like trick?
I don't know. Is there
Normally,
somebody
we
to do
would get
that?
a saving throw if it's an illusion.
Okay.
That's true.
Cool. Let's all go then. Ezra motions with both hands to basically say emphatically, let's get back there quickly.
You gonna run?
I am.
Okay, everybody's running back to the entrance. All right.
What's the worst that could happen?
So everyone runs past me.
You hear it
Wait,
too, Owen.
what's the plan? Where are you going?
Loud sounds, Owen.
You can't miss it. It's yeah.
I
Sounds
feel like
like a
Owen,
dragon.
you probably would have turned around.
All right. Assuming Owen also goes.
Yeah, I moved my character already.
All right. When you get back to the entrance, there's quite a scene unfolding outside. There is a massive ancient red dragon. Its scales so dark as to be almost black. This is not Rhymeroth. This is some other dragon. Its horns are long and twisted. Its claws are the length. Its claws are longer than Ezra is tall. It can swallow 2 horses at once. It is truly enormous, and it is fighting. It is fighting 3 silver dragons and a Pinnacus. You recognize one of the silver dragons is 4-7. One of the other ones is a small, slim, live silver dragon, and then a large, muscular silver dragon. However, even the large, muscular one is much smaller than this red dragon. Appinicus is dwarfed, but he's on the back of 4-7, who you recognize. Seeing you, he like leans over and yells something in 4-7's ear. 4-7 turns and looks at you, shrugs her shoulder, and Epicus leaps off her back and then charges at this massive ancient red dragon, distracting it, while 4-7 morphs down into an elf and runs over to you. She's panting heavily. We have to go now. We have to find 141, Alpha Gamma Delta, and Alpha Sigma quickly. If we can bring them here, we can turn the tides and we can drive Rorsis off or even kill him. But we have to act now. We only have minutes. Rorsis is too big and too strong. Zixon and Hithrith will die eventually.
Really quick. What was the last thing that you said to us before you left?
That I would come back
Okay.
for my son. That I would come back for my son was the last thing I believe I remember I said.
All right, we're on it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Double time to the breeding area, I'm guessing.
She starts like running down the corridor in the passage.
Yeah, I guess we're running too then.
Yeah, she's moving fast. And she keep going. She's leaping over bodies, and you see now that like whatever pulled these bodies apart. Stop at that little fork. Whatever pulled these bodies apart, was bigger than Rhymeroth. These bodies were grasped by claws twice as the size of Rhymeroth's. As she runs, she's sort of relaying information to you. Rorsis is Rhymeroth's father. Epicus gathered Zixon and Hithrith. I met them on the way. I don't know how he knew, but he knew, and he brought them here. We're gonna need everything we can, and I need you to deal with Rhymeroth while we go deal with Rorsis. Can you do that?
You can count on us.
Bear shit in the woods.
If Rhymeroth escapes, or if Rhymeroth makes it out to help Rorsis, my friends will all die.
Rhymeroth will die this day.
He turns left at the fork and sprints up north into that tunnel.
No, so yeah, okay.
So we're not going that direction.
Yeah, no, you're going with her. This way.
Oh,
While we're running, go ahead.
This is a race. If you take too long, Hithrith and Zixon will die. Right? You've got to deal. I'm going to grab my friends. Alpha Gamma Delta, Alpha Sigma, and 141. We're gonna go back and fight, but you have to deal with Rhyme. We have to do this quickly. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Ezra?
While we're running, Ezra's going to turn to Dirk and say, when it comes to fight the dragon, you have an ability to move through the ethereal round. We've used it before. You can use that to get behind the dragon to try to prevent it from escaping. I'll try to and then we have to do whatever we can to hold it there, to hold him there and keep him from escaping, because he does have an escape route.
Just out of curiosity, how many times can you do etherealness?
Once per long rest.
Shit. Never mind.
And it's an ethereal step, so it's like a cross between etherealness and misty step.
Right, but could he, in theory, teleport inside Rhymeroth and then stab him with an arrow?
No, because I pop out next to solid things.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
I could teleport inside of his head, which would make me automatically pop out right next to his head.
Slick thinking.
This chamber, this room, so you can see how it's sort of a corner. When you sort of come around that corner and you get the full length of this room, it is, while everything's been lit by torches and lamps, this room is lit in the back only. In the front only where you are, so that the light reaches the back, but it's darker. However, it's clear to see what's in the back of this room. It's Rhymeroth. Rhymeroth is there, and he's expecting you. He is standing in the back of the chamber, seemingly unbothered. But there's also several figures at his feet. You see an elf man with silver hair, and then you see a Kender man and Kender woman, all wearing collars. And then you see, and they're all kneeling down with their heads bowed. You also see a young woman, one leg bent badly and in the wrong direction, a bad cut on her head, unconscious on the ground. Owen, you recognize this woman. It's Faeli. The rest of you have never seen her before. Behind the dragon, behind Rhymeroth, with a chain on its neck, is a giant. His hands are black, look like they've been dipped in tar, maybe, or perhaps charred by fire. And there are tendrils of blackness that run up its forearms and through its veins. His neck is chafed by the dragon metal collar about it, and the end of the chain is wrapped around the stump of Rhymeroth's missing arm. But in the giant's hand is the dragon lance that was pulled from Rhymeroth's back. And he looks sullenly at you, but with a lingering violence in his eyes. And Rhymeroth glares at you with an unmitigated hatred. And that is a pretty good place to end.
Fuck!
Unless anybody wants to say something before we stop.
I would like to say one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, little worm.
Good. Bill, can you, if you want to even just paste it in the general chat or something, I will add the description of all of the people in the room to the chat. I did, or to the notes. I did not catch all of them.
Yes, so you can recognize by the way they're dressed that the male elf is 141, and then the Kender with the things are probably Alpha, Gamma, Delta, and Alpha, Sigma. Although you've never seen them and never seen them, heard them described, they're dressed in the same manner and they're wearing the same kind of collars. You don't know who the unconscious woman is. You can't really see her. She's kind of covered in shadows.
Okay.
And then there's a giant. Now, the thing about giants in Kryn is there are no giants in Kryn. Dragonlance doesn't have giants. The only people that would really know that are Owen and Gelidus. So the fact that there's a giant here would seem really out of place for you two, except maybe it wouldn't. All right, we will pick up right where we left off next week on the verge of this battle. I would like you all to give each other danger awesome points, and I'm going to poll the crowd to see who the crowd thinks, which player should get the crowd danger awesome point this evening.
I'm gonna give mine to Dirk for just essentially barbecuing a few dead humans.
It's really good.
I'm going to give mine to Jana for running point.
Yeah, huge.
Which is
And
potentially the most dangerous.
Killer rolls tonight too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give mine to Ezra for always keeping us on track.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
Herding cats.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, hey, between Gelidus and Owen, who did most of the healing on our friend Alzior?
Gelidus did.
All right, Gelidus, you get mine for bringing our boy back to fighting shape so that he could do who knows what and maybe join in a little bit here.
Mine goes to Jana as well for diving into the cave.
Yeah, that's huge. Glad to have a rogue. You know what? Having a rogue is a lot better than having a bard. I take back everything I said about having a bard.
No, rogues are amazing.
That's
If
true.
I wasn't playing a paladin, I would be playing a rogue or a warlock. Because
Aw.
yeah, they're
Thanks,
my
guys.
faves.
Mine goes to Ezra for continuing to do all the talking and also all of the paying attention.
Nice. Zerwin did some talking too. Credit where credit's due. Good job. Good job, everyone who talked. Meaning me and Zerwin primarily.
And you.
Everyone did really well tonight. I do think that there was a couple of really great Jana rolls
Yeah.
that made
Holy
kind of a big
crap.
difference. So I'm going to give an extra one to Jana this evening.
Yeah, your low was like an 18. Oh, you did
No,
have 111.
Yeah, she missed one. But they were
I
all
missed
really
one, but it
clutch.
was the one that everybody else did well. And then, yeah, just keep putting me in the position to roll perception and stealth.
Yep.
Because it's hard for me to roll those too badly.
You say that now.
Yeah. Watch me fail.
Hey, chat, we're about to sign off. Tell us who gets a dab point. Come on. We need these
Yeah.
points. We spent them all in the Battle of Wonder. We need this 1 point. It's what's going to put us over the edge.
Give him to Jana.
But
Give him to
maybe-
Jana.
maybe the shenanigan went to bed early tonight.
They
Maybe
might have.
been
One
able
of
to
them
win
had an
some.
8 a.m. class. I think.
There's
Honestly,
still-
it
didn't
was
we spend a
Sunday.
lot of them in a drinking game?
We
With a
did
bunch of
spend a lot of
dwarves.
Danger Awesome
We did.
points in the drinking game.
It was worth it though. No regrets.
Of course, it was the one session I wasn't there.
Pretty great.
No regrets.
Listen, when Daddy is gone, we have to have fun.
Yep. Mandatory fun.
And remember, everyone, we have to refer to Duncan as Daddy from now on.
No.
Oh boy. There's so
I'm
many
not doing
quotable moments from tonight. Like I'm gonna have a hard time like with putting up highlights. I'm to put like 6 highlights from tonight. It was a really quotable episode. You guys were en fuego this evening. That was pretty great.
In all fairness, I was a little drunk.
It happened to work this evening, so that's good. Yeah. Yeah, all right. It doesn't look like the chat is awake. Chat has fallen asleep. So,
Bill,
unfortunately,
it's I know that it's not actually an ancient red dragon in front of us, but it is terrifying that it's labeled as an ancient red dragon.
wait, where is it labeled Ancient Red Dragon?
In Owlbear Rodeo.
Literally on the text.
Yeah, it says ancient red dragon free token.
Yeah, I found a free token, so I threw it out
Oh,
there.
okay. Oh, yeah. I don't know why it's not in the stream, but it's there. Cool.
No, there is an Ancient Red Dragon nearby, though.
Don't say that.
You saw it already. It was
Bill,
beating the
you're so
shit
much
out of-
prettier when you don't say ancient red dragon to us.
Yeah, it was beating the shit out of 3 silver dragons at the same time. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here. Sorry that nobody gave out any Danger Awesome points. I will see
Can I
everyone
ask-
next week.
I do have a clarifying question. Did you say the giant is holding the dragon lance? By chat.
Yes.
Bye,
Okay.
chat.
Yeah, he was.